Welcome to video 3 of our series on non-instructional outcomes reports. In this video, we're covering the activity or program being assessed in the assessment methods section. This is the most commonly confused part of the template, so we'll take extra time to distinguish between the four components. Let's start by understanding what goes in each part. First, the activity or program being assessed describes what you're actually doing. This would be things like your workshop series, your advising program, or your process for paying invoices. Second, assessment methods describe how you'll collect data about that activity. Third, performance targets set your specific numerical goals. Fourth, assessment schedule indicates how often you'll measure. These are four separate things that work together. The activity or program being assessed describes what you're actually providing. This is what you do, not how you measure it. Be specific about the program or service. For example, 6-week financial literacy workshop series covering budgeting, debt management, and investment basics, offered twice per semester to undergraduate students. Notice this describes the workshop program itself, not the survey you'll use to measure it, not the data analysis you'll do. Those are assessment methods, which come next. Assessment methods describe how you'll measure the outcome's achievement. This is your data collection strategy. This is not the program you're running. That's the activity. This is not the outcome you want to achieve. That's your expected outcome from the previous section. Assessment methods are things like post-workshop satisfaction surveys, analysis of workshop attendance data, pre- and post-knowledge assessments, or focus group interviews with participants. These describe ways of gathering evidence. For our financial literacy workshop program, methods might include post-workshop survey measuring participant satisfaction and self-reported knowledge gains, or pre/post assessment comparing financial literacy knowledge before and after the workshop series, or analysis of workshop attendance and completion rates. Notice, none of these describe the workshop itself. They all describe how you'll collect data about the workshop's effectiveness. Performance targets define success numerically, include specific numbers, percentages, and timeframes. For a student-facing example, 85% of peer mentors will report high comfort level, 4 or 5 on a 5-point scale, with their mentoring role. For an operational example, 90% of purchase orders will be processed within 3 business days of receipt. Assessment schedule indicates how often you'll measure, like each semester, annually, or quarterly. Make targets realistic but challenging. Here's a complete example for our financial literacy workshop series. Method 1. Post-series satisfaction survey. Performance target. 85% rate workshops as useful or very useful. Schedule, each semester. See how the activity describes the program and the methods describe how we measure its effectiveness. Method 2. Pre/post assessment measuring knowledge of financial concepts using 20-item test. Performance target. Average score increase of 25 points. 90% of completers score 80% or higher on post-test. Remember the most important point. Activity is the program you're running. Method is how you'll collect data about it. Don't put surveys or assessments in the activity field. And don't put programs or services in the method field. Lastly, you can have multiple methods for one activity. If you have questions, contact the Office of Institutional Research and Assessment. We're always here to help.